everybody. How many white guys can he call cousin before you stop trusting him? That's the question for tonight. He's 1 and 2 for white guys on the stage so far. That's good. Everyone having a Merry Christmas? Yes? Happy New Year? Off to a good start? Yeah? Any New Year's resolutions in the crowd? No? Everyone, you guys have just been doing it. You're like, we're killing it, as is. No change. You look back on 2023, you're like, I was getting this guy's dick. I'm doing that for another year. I'm excited for that. That was weird that it made some people uncomfortable. They've clearly been together a while. They're happy. Why did half the room clam up on marital bliss? What was that? A bunch of people were like, oh, if I'm not happy, they shouldn't be either. They're wearing matching hoodies and they're out of the comedy show. Don't be weird about that. Matching cup. You guys have matching glasses, which I like. What coffee shop did you guys meet at? That's classy. You guys look like what colleges want college students to look like. Colleges have a lot of me's and they're trying to dress me up like you guys to make me cooler. I do think it's nice that you have the glasses. A couple with glasses is nice, because when you kiss, they bounce off each other like champagne flutes. It's beautiful. You really can't make out. You'll scratch it up like an old Honda windshield. It just doesn't make any sense. So you just kiss, and it's ting, Happy New Year's. And then next thing you know, you're this couple. That's what happens. You guys get to become this couple. I become that couple. So that's how dark my road gets, you know? Eventually. I turned 30 this year. How does that hit you guys? How is that? Yeah, smattering of applause. Some means something to some people. I can't tell. I feel kind of old. Is 30 old? No. No? No, it says this couple was 30 old? No? 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 To the high schoolers, is 30 old? I know. He's holding hands for the first time tonight, so everyone... He's creamed his jeans twice already. That's all it takes when you're that age. It's nice. If you want me to come in my pants now, it's going to be a whole fucking ordeal, you know? My girlfriend wishes I could come in my pants, dude. Oh, no, it's, you got to apply pressure. Not physically, emotionally. You have to take me back to a place. I'm not gonna come unless I get back to that in my head. Does that make sense? I don't care. I have my own apartment now, but in my mind, I'm fucking in the back of my mom's SUV in 2011. When was that? I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway. Oh yeah, turned 30. So 30's not old, but it's not young. Can we all agree that 30 is the first one that feels like real? Yeah. Yes, that was the first. Everything before this felt like I was playing with house money. And now I turned 30. I feel like I dipped into my savings for the first time. I blew out those candles like, fuck, that was my debit card. That's not good. Uh-oh, it's counting down. But I know it's not old. That's fair. I don't have old problems. I know that because I watched TV recently and I saw a commercial for Alzheimer's medicine. Have you guys seen the commercials for Alzheimer's meds? No? It's just this guy looking straight in the camera. And very seriously, he just goes, these pills might help with your dementia, but the side effects include depression and suicide. And I was like, yeah, of course that's the side effect of Alzheimer's meds, right? Because you just made Granddad remember Korea. He was blissfully unaware until you and Pfizer wanted to play God all of a sudden. You snuck that pill in his cheese like you're trying to get a dog to take meds. You thought Thanksgiving was going to be a little easier this year. You thought he might remember a few names. He's choking out a second cousin asking why they had to take that hill. It backfired, you know? not there. I don't have that problem. I can't complain about that kind of old problem. I can complain about 30-year-old old problems. That's fine, you know? 30, like I have to go to the gym for the first time in my whole life. That's a bummer. It used to do that. It used to take care of that all on its own. No problem. I could have a Little Caesars 7 nights a week. Non-issue. Yes. Dude, now if I have one piece of lasagna, I can't fuck for 38 hours. And it's like dying in a video game. There's like a countdown till it works again. I don't know. Just sit there and yell at the screen. I'm going to the gym now with one fitness goal. This is my only New Year's resolution, is that I would like to eventually both be able to make my girlfriend come and be able to tell you how I did it after. That would be nice. Right now, on the off chance I get there, and the 1 in 5 chance I make it happen, if you sat me down for like a post-game interview, I'd be like Denzel in Flight. I'd be like, I have no idea what happened. The plane was upside down. I was drinking. I tried something cool I saw online. I'm sorry. Thank God everyone survived. You know? Did we all watch Flight? I never know if everyone watched Flight. I'm looking at the room and I was like, it starred Denzel, but it was about planes. Did we watch it? You know? It could be everybody. It might have been so divisive no one saw it. I have no idea. I don't know. I've been nostalgic for a lot of this happened when I turned 30. I've been missing, in case you couldn't tell by how weird I got with those tweens over there. I've been missing my youth, you know? I'm not there anymore. I'm getting nostalgic. And nostalgia is kind of a dangerous feeling if you let it get too deep, you know? Because you start looking back all the time. I go back and be young again if I could. Anybody go back at me any particular age? What about you? 6? You just want to go fuck again for the first time. Pervert. A lot of people want to go get their child. I would go way back, dude. I'd be a kid again. I'd be 8, 9. I'd take pussy fully out of the equation. It's been nothing but a roadblock for me. I'd go way back. I go back to when it was illegal for me to get pussy. That's how far back. I'd put that shit in the rearview mirror if I could, dude. 8 years old, you don't even think about it. I don't even know what was down there, dude. It was a non-issue. It was good. I mean, anywhere from 6 to 12, I think, is absolute mecca. Especially for guys. Especially for dudes, right? That golden window, 6 to 12. Do you guys remember that? The fellas in the room?
Yes.
Where you could just be walking down the street. You could be having a bad day, any day, and you could find a good, straight stick, and it was worth more than sex. Do you remember that? That was a beautiful time to be alive. A lot of guys are remembering their favorite stick right now. You could have had the worst day in the world, and you'd be walking down the sidewalk, any suburb in these great states, and you'd be like, kicking a soda can, and all of a sudden you'd find one, you'd be like, holy shit. If this didn't just change my fucking month, this is good shit. No one's calling me gay in the cul-de-sac today. I'm king of the neighborhood. This is good stuff, you know? The guys would hold it, yeah, that's sick. You hold on to that till it turned to sawdust, dude. That was your shit. That was good, you know? But I didn't realize this. Did you guys know, I was unaware, that women hit puberty like 2 years before guys. Did you know that? Yeah? Yes? I was unaware. Yes, which means there was a 2-year overlap where girls were women and I was still all about the stick, you know? That was a weird time to be a kid, you know? Girls were coming online for the first time, getting flirty, coy. I didn't know what that was. I was just on a street corner like this. Maybe my stick had recently broken another boy's stick, and I was dominant, and I felt good, you know? Sitting there, I was like, this feeling's never going away. This is good. And girls would walk up, twirling their pigtails, getting all pink and, you know, like, hey, I don't happen to know anybody who might be looking for a date to the winter dance, you know? And I'd be like, out of my way, bitch, I'm a samurai! If you don't walk the path of the Ronin, don't waste my time. How about you and your tiny tits get out of here? I am Sir Lancelot. This is good. And I cannot foresee a time where I ever regret telling you to get the fuck away from me right now while I retake Camelot, you know? Yeah, hard cut, 18 years later, I'm telling a red room of people in Chicago, Illinois, I wish I was a little boy again. And I'm like, oh no, I didn't play my cards right, you know? I goofed up. I did fine. That was a part of the joke, too. I'm doing okay. This was one of my favorite things as a kid, was getting tied up in a mic stand for everybody. There we go. I liked watching old TV. You guys remember old TV? Yeah. Yes? You guys remember that? When the screen was a bubble? Yes? Yeah, you could touch it. You felt the static. It felt like you were touching God. You remember that shit? You put your hand on, you're like, holy fuck, am I going in right now? Is that what's going on? Yes, that was a good time. And I love that, dude. I'd get home, you get home off the bus, you run home, try and get the TV before anybody's, you just eat 2 sleeves of Oreos. Do you guys remember like the late 90s, early 2000s? Like nothing was labeled or regulated. It was just the internet and sugar was all you can. It was just blood, cum, and Chips Ahoy till I was 18. You know? Anyway, I liked old TV. That was fun. You guys have favorite TV shows? Arthur? Yes? You yearn to learn? You like a little educational in there? Arthur was good because it was on early. It was like a kid-friendly cartoon. So it'd be on before the bus came, and that was a special treat. Arthur and Dragon Tales were the 2 ones on early in the morning. Can I pitch a theory about, I think Dragon Tales might have been what changed us from like Britney Spears to like thick girls. Remember the pink dragon in Dragon Tales? I think that fucked with a generation. Next thing you know, we're growing up like, sit on our face and can you lay an egg? You guys have favorite shows growing up? What was it?
It was Dragon Tales.
It was Dragon Tales? Can I read a room or can I read a room? That's good. My favorite show growing up was Crocodile Hunter. You guys remember Crocodile Hunter? Yes? Yes? A few people? Yeah? That was a great show. Nature guy. 8-year-old me loved Crocodile Hunter. Every dude, all I could watch. Yes, he ruled, dude. And I loved it because, what's that? There was a board game about Crocodile Hunter? I didn't know Indians could make Crocodile Hunter boring, but you did it. I'm kidding. I don't know. What's that? Oh, that's like the opposite of Indian. Yes, yeah. To you guys, not to literally anybody else in the whole world. You guys have a real beef that I think we caused somehow. I'm not sure, but anyway. Now it's all on you, you know? Now I'm on hold for like Best Buy. I'm like, I deserve this. This is... I guess I had this coming. I can wait, you know? Secretly, I'm still very mad about it, but you know. Anyway, I gotta get out. So Crocodile Hunter was my all-time favorite because he'd go to like the coolest places, which 8-year-old me loved, you know. And he'd always find my favorite animals, which rocked when you're a kid, you know. But he'd do something like once an episode that would always ruin the show for me. Do you guys remember this? Where at least once an episode, the Crocodile Hunter would try to determine the sex of a reptile. Does anybody remember this? Yes? Yes? And what did he have to do?
Get that finger.
Yes!
Get that finger up.
He had to put a finger in the lizard.
He was training.
Yes!
Training.
Which, if I can be honest with you, Chicago, that was really throwing 8-year-old me off the thread of the show, okay? Everything before that was party time. Then that would happen, sharp left turn, you know? But before that, I loved every episode. He would just pop on the screen, big smile, head to toe khaki, the shortest shorts you've ever seen for no reason. You know? And I'd be sitting there crisscross with my cookies, and he'd be like, oh, crikey! Well, I'm out here on the island. And 8-year-old me was like, yes, you are, dude. I love that. What are you doing on the island? And he was like, well, I found the Komodo dragon. Yeah. And 8-year-old me was like, No. Fucking way you did. That shit happens to be my favorite lizard. What are you gonna do now that you found my favorite lizard? And he's like, now I'm going to determine what gender it is. And I was like, please don't do that for me. Somebody stop him. Cameraman, intervene. Stranger danger. You know? I'm 8. The sex of that lizard is way off my radar, dude. I don't care. You could lie and tell me it's a boy, like I'm secretly hoping for some reason, and leave. I never know. But inevitably, he would. He'd wrangle it. He'd flip it over, put it in an arm bar or some shit. Stick his thumb in it. And he's like, oh, blimey, it's a girl. And I was like, get your fingers out of it, dude. What are you doing? This has to stop, you know? And I reckon that's why the animals eventually came back and got him. I think that's what happened. Guys, groan all you want. He was my hero, all right? I was devastated. But he was the Harvey Weinstein of the fish and reptile community. He was out there 7 episodes a week chasing manta rays. Like, you want to be in the movies, you got to let me touch you. Now, come here, you know? All right, my name's Eric Emerson. You guys have been great. Enjoy the last time. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks.